Welcome back. So it's time for the weekly update where we talk a little bit about how the school week has went and any tweaks or changes or any updates like that. So go ahead, hit subscribe, and we'll get going. Okay, so first off, it is cold today, or like colder than it was yesterday. It was like 70 degrees yesterday, perfect weather. We went to the field to practice some baseball. My oldest son, he's going to be playing baseball this spring, and our middle one's going to be playing soccer. So we went to the park, practiced on that. It felt perfect yesterday. It was a nice 70 degrees, and now it is like 40 degrees and windy. So it's very different. But the boys are having a friend sleepover tonight, so it's kind of chaotic in the house right now. So that's why I was like, well, we'll just go outside and go through this cold windy. I did not realize it was cold out here. But anyways, we're gonna keep this short and simple. So school week this week the school weeks went really well. We started the whole spelling aspect. I'm not necessarily following the book as far as what activities to do each day. I will take ideas from the book, like if it's an unscramble or a fun activity like that, to incorporate their spelling words. But it's only been 1 week and we've already moved on to the lesson 2 words, because mainly I just want it for the difficulty of the words. That's what I'm looking for mainly when I bought that particular spelling book. And if you haven't seen it, I did put a video up that just does a quick flip through of the spelling spectrum. Again, not sponsored. So if you want to go check that out, it's like, I think less than a minute. It's very fast. And so we're already like on lesson 2 on that. One way that I did it was I had the boys write them down in their spelling notebook, and then the next day I did have them do a activity out of the book, and then another day I just called out the words and let them write them down. I had some special like window markers, so they just wrote them on the windows as I called them out, and they had a whole lot of fun writing on the windows. And they kept going, in my old school we never got to do that, like mimicking off Magic School Bus, where Phoebe always says that. But so it's just fun activities like that. And then we moved on to lesson 2 words, and I'm not necessarily giving them like specific spelling test, so to speak. What I will do is I will just call out their spelling words, and I'll make a little note about which word was misspelled and which one misspelled it. And then, it could be 6 weeks from now, and I'm going to incorporate some spelling words from lesson 1 and 2 in there. Like, I will keep kind of building on it. Once we do lesson 1, I'm not just going to forget those words, because I want to know that they actually know how to spell it, and they don't retain it just for a week or 2 and then they somehow forget. And that's not what I want. So I will be doing that a little different than what the book has set up. And that's partly because I don't, like I've mentioned before, I don't want to do just 4 days a week studying the words, test on Friday, and then they forget about it. That's not what I want. And then also since it is later in this curriculum season, I don't want to waste so much time just doing random activities. I want to know that they know how to spell it and go on, and then circle back to it. I've got some really exciting things for the channel with it coming spring and all. We're going to start doing some new things that necessarily aren't homeschool related. When I started this channel, it was like my mind was just on the homeschool, and it was still largely be a part of the homeschool, but it's more, I guess, homesteading now, or I guess is what it's kind of shifting to in my mom. So we've got some exciting things that we're going to start doing with it being springtime, and I'm really excited about it. So, I've got several videos already in my head and kind of already working on now. And then even with it being spring, I will still be doing videos on the homeschool aspect of how I'm prepping for the school year, what I'm doing a little bit each week to help get ready for the school year, and just that sort of thing. But there will also be some things that aren't necessarily homeschool, so to speak, and just more about homesteading instead. So I'm really excited about it. But yeah, it's cold. I'm ready for spring. Like, we had our beautiful snow, and now I'm ready for spring. So this week, like I said, it's been a really good week. There really hasn't been no changes other than the spelling aspect, but that's gone pretty smoothly, and we're just kind of moving right along. And in a couple of weeks it'll be spring break, and that's about it. I'm curious though, what majority of homeschoolers out there that watch this video, do y'all do like the traditional 2-semester school year, kind of like what a public school does, or do y'all do more of the year-round or unschooling? I'd love to hear from y'all and get more comments and be able to, like, you know, talk to other people that watch the channel. So if you can't, just leave me a comment and let me know kind of how y'all do your homeschool, if you do the year-round, the traditional semester, you know, or if you do it kind of like school where you just do focus on, like, let's say history for one full semester and then knock it out and then go on to something else in the second semester. But it's chilly, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here, and I will catch up with y'all when I do another video. We'll see y'all later.